it seems Foreign Contribution Regulation Amendment Bill 2026 is all set to be debated in the Parliament in this session only, the ongoing monsoon session of Parliament. Mizoram Chief Minister met Union Home Minister Amit Shah yesterday, handed over a memorandum expressing concerns over the bill, and then he dropped a big hint. He dropped a big hint after the meeting with Home Minister Amit Shah. Mizoram Chief Minister, in fact, claimed that HM indicated that it could be taken up in the Lok Sabha on 12th of August, and the HM also assured him that there won't be any retrospective provision. First up, listen in to what he said.
Issues which we have raised with him. Out of that, one assurance which he had given me is that this bill is not going to be retrospective effect. And the rest of the points which we have raised will be commented in writing and he will send to us. Only after that we get the reply, then we will know the clear picture. And he is going to start discussion on 12th of this month in Parliament.
Viewers, let's now try and simplify for you what is Foreign Contribution Regulation Act. It's a law in this country that governs how individuals, organizations, NGOs receive and use foreign funds. So let's tell you what is FCRA. One, it identifies who can accept foreign funds. So it has the conditions that one is supposed to meet before receiving foreign funding. It specifies how that money is received and how it is being used. But at the same time, it also restricts anti-India foreign funded activities. It restricts, set of activities which can be anti-India and if they are being funded by foreign money. So these are three very important aspects as far as FCRA is concerned. Now, India enacted FCRA in 1976 to regulate the acceptance and utilization of foreign contribution. As per government, the proposed rules in FCRA Bill 2026 seek to further improve transparency, accountability and prevent misuse of foreign funding. Now, here are some of the provisions and government's argument on why they are necessary. Now, the one thing that's going to change if this bill is passed is that there's going to be a designated authority framework that's going to be in place. Government says vesting of assets has been applicable since 2010. The new change is going to be that there's going to be a framework, a designated authority framework. Government says the idea is to protect religious sites and religious character cannot be changed. So this is what the bill mentions. The bill talks about provisional vesting. Assets are going to be returned after the registration is restored of a particular entity that receives foreign funding. It also talks about permanent vesting. Here the bill mentions that it's the provisional vesting. If that happens, it can't really be indefinite. It can't go on for an indefinite period. So that is the reason why that new clause has been added. Then there is also a scope for revision. What it means, right to seek revision within 90 days is given to the organization or the individual receiving foreign funding. There is an option of judicial appeal as well. If the organization is not happy with the decision, there is a right to appeal that's given before the district judge. So it's not that somebody will just come and take over the assets. There is a right to appeal. There is a right to revision that is allowed. Then there is something called as automatic cessation. Now, that's very important amendment as well that this bill is talking about. What does it say? Registration ceases if not renewed before expiry. So, only if a particular entity's registration expires, then only the takeover of asset will happen. And then, of course, there are options wherein an entity or an individual can appeal. So apart from that, it also talks about rationalized punishment. Now, the maximum imprisonment in this particular case for violations has been reduced from 5 years earlier to just 1 year now. So this is another very important provision. And then there is also this coordinated investigations that this bill's, the amendments in the bill talk about. What does it really mean? It means that approval from the center is going to be extremely crucial for any kind of investigation. So it's not that center is there can't be two parallel set of investigations in one particular case, and that's the reason why the amendments in the bill, FCRA Bill 2026, call for coordinated investigation. So these are some of the provisions that this bill is proposing, but what we are witnessing right now is a war of words on this particular issue. And listen in first to what the BJP has to say on the need for the amendments that I just explained.
FCRA है क्या? फॉरेन कंट्रीब्यूशन, उसको रेगुलेट करना है. फॉरेन कंट्रीब्यूशन रेगुलेशन बिल है. बाहर से जो पैसे आते हैं किन कामों पर लगते हैं? वो मस्जिद बनाने के लिए लगते हैं, जिहादी पैदा करने के लिए लगते हैं, धर्मांतरण के लिए लगते हैं। आखिर किस लिए लगते हैं? उसका एक रेगुलेशन तो होना चाहिए। कोई भी कानून है, समय समय पर उसमें चेंज की आवश्यकता पड़ती है। लगा कि इस एक्ट के कारण और भी धर्मांतरण की चीजें बढ़ती हैं, देश तोड़ने वाली साजिशें जो है उस माध्यम से जो है यहाँ पैसा भेजने का प्रयास करती हैं। भारत में भारत के लोगों का अधिकार है, बाहर के लोगों का अधिकार नहीं है। कोई विदेशी तो यदि एक्टिव होते हैं तो ये गलत है। और इसलिए जो अखबारों में पढ़ा है मैंने, मिजोरम के चीफ मिनिस्टर का जो बयान है, ये FCRA बिल जो है ये पास होना जरूरी है। और इस देश में जितने पॉलिटिकल पार्टी है उनको विदेशी ताकतों से अलग हटकर देश के कानून को बनाने का प्रयास करना चाहिए और उसमें सहयोग करना चाहिए।
Meanwhile, viewers, the Christian delegation led by DMK MP P. Wilson that met Home Minister Amit Shah launched a scathing attack on the proposed amendments. Now, Wilson termed the legislation draconian and illegal, raising some strong objections over provisions that allow the government to seize assets upon cancellation of FCRA licenses, demanding an immediate rollback. DMK MP urged the centre to either withdraw the bill completely or at least send it to a joint parliamentary committee for scrutiny. Listen.
About 16 top religious heads along with me met Honorable Home Minister. All of us decided that let's ask for the bill which is introduced in the Lok Sabha in March be completely withdrawn. Apart from that, section 15 of the existing act which deals about vesting of the property. So together we wanted to ask request the Honorable Home Minister to withdraw it and repeal it. If the government is not inclined to either withdraw the FCRA bill as a whole and repeal section 15, at least send the bill as well as the existing laws to the joint parliamentary committee so that the stakeholders can be heard.
Now, opposition is also against the bill and plans to oppose it in the parliament. Congress party has also called it the most draconian bill intended to be used as a tool for harassment by the government. Listen.
What I have to say is one thing. What Americans are saying to Mr. Modi is more important than what I am saying it, because we know that this government is under a lot of pressure and a lot of this thing from the Americans first.
So, FCRA, we are told very much, we will vehemently oppose it. The government cannot bulldoze this type of bill to the house where the house is not in order. The house is not in order. They cannot pass this type of important bill which is going to affect lakhs of people and NGOs and minority. We cannot allow them to pass.
आर्टिकल 15 भारत का संविधान इसके खिलाफ, इसको आने दीजिए, पढ़ने के बाद इस पे प्रतिक्रिया देंगे। लेकिन जो मूलतः लगता है ये सरकार के इरादे नेक नहीं है।
ये हर चीज को कंट्रोल करना चाहते हैं, लेकिन अब ये फंसे हुए हैं, अभी कुछ नहीं ला पाएंगे। ये 100% माइनॉरिटी पे टारगेट है। जो पैसा बाहर से आता है सब लीगल उसके अंदर हो रहा है, उन सबको कंट्रोल करके अपने हिसाब से उनको डाइवर्ट करना है और कुछ नहीं है। ये सब चीजों के ऊपर ये तानाशाही से ज्यादा खतरनाक है।
जब माननीय गृह मंत्री और माननीय प्रधानमंत्री एक राजनीतिक हट और जिद के कारण संसद में आने को तैयार नहीं है, लोकतंत्र के मंदिर में आने को तैयार नहीं है, उस वक्त के दुराव और अविश्वास के माहौल में इस प्रकार की बिलों को लाना जानबूझकर आखिरी 2-3 दिनों 4 दिनों में, मैं समझता हूँ बिल्कुल गलत कूटनीति है, बिल्कुल गलत प्रयास है और ये धौंस की राजनीति होगी। नंबर 2, कंटेंट में भी, इनके मेरिट्स में भी हमने बड़ा स्पष्ट बार बार कहा है कि ये किसी रूप से FCRA के बारे में नहीं है, ये कंट्रोल फ्रीक सरकार के द्योतक हैं।
So you heard the reactions from the opposition that plans to oppose it if it comes in the parliament, hopefully next week. Now, let's also take you through, viewers, the most contentious issue in the bill. And the most contentious issue is the appointment of designated authority. And this is what is being opposed to thin nail. Why? Because a designated authority can take over, manage or dispose of the assets of an organization receiving foreign funding. Now here, let's explain to you which assets can be taken over. Assets that are created from foreign funds specifically. Then the condition is it will be taken over only if NGO's registration is cancelled, surrendered or not renewed. Then what happens? If the assets are taken over by this designated authority, what happens then? In that case, the authority will have the powers of a civil court and its decision is going to be important. It can also order transfer to government or even sale of assets as well. But of course, like I mentioned in the beginning, as per government, the character of that particular asset cannot really be changed if it is a religious institution. Now, the designated authority, like I said, can order transfer to government or sale of assets as well. So these are some of the concerns that are being raised by the opposition. Let's now go across to my colleague Mohit Bhatt, who is joining us live right now for more on this. Mohit, good afternoon. Mizoram Chief Minister gave a big hint that most likely on 12th, that's Monday, this particular bill is likely to be taken up. Is this confirmed? Anything from the government's end on this particular issue?
Well, as of now, Hina, what the fillers that we are getting from the government is that next week this bill will be brought in surely, FCRA. We know for a fact that how various Christian organizations, led by Chief Minister of Mizoram, they met yesterday, the Home Minister Amit Shah, and they stated that their apprehensions they have communicated to the Home Minister, and the Home Minister listened to them patiently and also stated that it will be this particular amendment is not against any religion, any minority, and it does not cater to any specific religion. So clearly, those apprehensions were being heard by Home Minister Amit Shah. Then another delegation of various church organizations met Home Minister Amit Shah. They were very apprehensive about this particular designated body, which is to be made in this particular bill. As you are also telling that how this particular body can take over the assets of the NGO, and that is where the various churches, various organizations feel that their power or their organization will be at risk if, by mistake only, if they do not renew their license or if anything happens. So clearly there are apprehensions. So whether we have to wait and watch whether we will see a change to FCRA bill or we will see the same FCRA bill which government placed on the table in Lok Sabha in earlier this year. So clearly, it's a contentious bill. Opposition is raising questions saying that it will target the minority institutions. The government clearly stated it will not target any minority institution. It's religion neutral. But if anybody is using all those money for
government clearly has been trying to allay concerns, but opposition is not convinced. Opposition feels that this is specifically being brought to target a particular community and to target minorities specifically. We'll see what happens next week in the Parliament as far as this bill is concerned. For now, thank you for joining us with your inputs on the story, Mohit. Let's now move on and shift our focus to another important update that we are getting. Amid hate speech case probe, SC has pulled up TMC MP Mahua Moitra asking that if she is a member of Parliament, then how can she fear eggs? SC has also dismissed Mahua's plea against High Court order to appear before investigation officer. The IO under focus is her comment on FP against BJP workers who, as per her, plan to throw eggs at her outside a court. So this is the update that we are getting at this point in time. Harish, my colleague, is joining us live right now for more on this. Harish, put things in perspective for our viewers. Tell us a little bit about the case and the observations by the Supreme Court.
Yes, that's right, Hina. In the end, it was a setback for the TMC MP Mahua Moitra as the Supreme Court has directed her to appear before the investigating officer, upheld the High Court order in a hate speech and a case pertaining. In this case, in fact, she had posted a post on Facebook which, according to the prosecution, has hurt religious sentiments of the BJP workers. They planned to throw eggs on her when she tried to appear before a court. When her lawyer today said that she should be allowed to appear virtually, then the court asked, should she be allowed to appear virtually just because she is an MP, while an ordinary person should appear physically? Then he said, last time when she tried to go to a police station in connection with the case, there was a threat of eggs being thrown at her. Second time, eggs were indeed thrown at her. Right. At this juncture, Justice Deepankar Datta asked, she is an MP. Right. Once she has taken a plunge into politics, how can she fear eggs? Freedom fighters have taken bullets on their chest So why is she afraid of X? Saying so, the Supreme Court has dismissed the petition and asked her to appear before the investigating officer in this particular case on August 14. There is no relief for Mahua Moitra in this case pertaining to hate speech and hurting religious sentiments.
Thank you very much, Harish, for the moment, for joining us with your input on this story. Let's now quickly move on and shift our focus to the latest coming in from Bihar. Violence broke out after a man died in a road accident near the 0 Mile area, resulting in an enraged crowd setting 3 police jeeps on fire. This is the update we are getting for you from Patna. Youth was killed in Patna road accident, and soon after that, violence erupted. And angry mob then torched 3 police jeeps. Road has been blocked along with victim's body. This is what the protesters have done, and probe is now underway as far as this particular case is concerned. Fire tenders, police officials, all were chased away, and probe is underway into this Patna violence. Let's go across to my colleague Saket, joining us live right now for more on this. Saket, हमें बताइए क्या हुआ है पटना में?
देखिए, ये पटना के बाईपास का इलाका है 0 माइल का, जहां पर सुबह आज एक एक्सीडेंट में एक शख्स की मौत हो गई। एक बस से कुचलकर उसकी मौत हुई थी, और चूंकि वो लोकल वहीं का रहने वाला था, तो आसपास जो वहां के लोग थे वो प्रोटेस्ट करने लगे उस मौत पर। सड़क जाम कर दिया उसने, और जिस बस से कुचलकर मौत हुई थी उस शख्स की, उस बस को आग के हवाले पहले उन लोगों ने कर दिया, जिसके बाद पुलिस वहां पर बड़ी संख्या में पहुंची चीजों को कंट्रोल करने के लिए, और उस दौरान पुलिस पर भी हमला किया गया। पुलिस की गाड़ियों को आग लगा दी गई, तोड़फोड़ की गई, पत्थरबाजी हुई। काफी वहां पर माहौल जो है वो गर्म रहा, लेकिन उसके बाद बड़ी संख्या में पुलिस फोर्स की तैनाती की गई, और फिलहाल जो स्थिति है उसको कंट्रोल कर लिया गया है। कई लोगों को इसमें चोटें भी आई है, जिनका इलाज भी चल रहा है। तो ये स्थिति बनी वहां पर, और खासतौर से जो वजह रही वही एक्सीडेंट, रोड एक्सीडेंट में जिस शख्स की मौत हुई थी उसी को लेकर ये प्रोटेस्ट हुआ था वहां पर, और इस दौरान कई गाड़ियों को आग के हवाले किया गया, पुलिस पर हमले भी किए गए।
Right. Thank you very much, Saket, for the moment, for joining us with your inputs on this particular story. Let's now move on, viewers, and shift our focus to another big story of the day. Viewers, a shocking case has emerged from Maharashtra's Nagpur, where a BBA student stands accused of abducting and sexually assaulting a teenage girl. A 19-year-old BBA student is accused of abducting and sexually assaulting a teenage girl, with police alleging survivor was confined for nearly 24 hours. Investigators claim accused is refusing to cooperate with the probe. According to police, he has declined to answer key questions and is withholding the password to both his mobile phone and survivor's device, delaying, in fact, the collection of crucial digital evidence. Police also allege the accused has displayed hostile behavior in custody, repeatedly arguing with investigators, attempting to shift the blame onto the survivor, and even trying to harm himself. Let's also now take you through some of the crucial details as far as this particular case is concerned. And what we are getting for you is like how he lured the survivor using fake Instagram profile, how the accused trapped the teen. And this is what we have learned. This is what has emerged so far. Posed as Akash Mehra to gain minors' trust. Cops are saying private photos were used to blackmail the survivor, and parents alerted police after teen went missing suddenly. The food delivery trail led police, in fact, to a rented accommodation. Phone records then helped police rescue the teen, and police are saying that survivor endured physical as well as mental torture in this particular case. Now, even as police continue their investigation, the accused is now making a series of unusual demands from inside the lockup. Listen in to what the police had to say.
A 19-year-old boy from Thane city, लड़के का नाम है निर्भय उर्फ आकाश माधव पाखरे। उसने ये 16-year-old लड़की, उसका इनोसेंस यूज करके उसको सोशल मीडिया पे अपने फैमिली का डिटेल्स, अपने कुछ पर्सनल डिटेल्स, अपने इमोशनल स्टेटस, ये सबको स्टडी किया था एंड सारे डिटेल्स अपने पास रखा है। and we are yet to investigate कि वो कैसे indirectly, directly, in what illegal ways he intruded into all her accounts and took her private details. और उसने डायरेक्टली उसको लड़की को क्या मांगा है कि डिटेल्स भेजना है, मे बी बैंक डिटेल्स वगैरह जो भी मांगा है उसने, वो सब पे इन्वेस्टिगेशन अभी शुरू है एंड एग्जैक्ट मीन्स ऑफ ब्लैकमेल वो हमको अभी इन्वेस्टिगेशन में निष्पन्न करना है.
So according to police, he has sought pizza for breakfast, premium quality meals, soft bedding with a thick mattress and even mosquito repellent. The accused has now leveled a series of allegations against the police during his court appearance. He claimed that he was assaulted while in custody and alleged that 70,000 rupees in cash went missing from his rented accommodation after the police action. He's also claimed his spectacles and shoes were not returned to him. Let's straight away go across to my colleague Paras, who's joining us live right now for more on this. Paras, it's a shocking case that has emerged from Nagpur in Maharashtra. What more details can you share with us?
Rightly said, this is a very, very different case and a very sad situation has occurred in this entire case. According to the senior police sources in Nagpur police, the accused has been making repeated demands for special treatment inside the lockup, and the mosquitoes are making it impossible to sleep. He also asked for pizza for breakfast, premium quality meals for dinner, soft bedding, a thick mattress and a mosquito repellent. Investigators claim that the accused has refused to answer several questions during the interrogation. He has also declined to reveal the password of his mobile phone and password of the survivor's phone, which police allege he has taken control of during the girl's alleged 24 hours confinement. Officials says this is slowing down the collecting of the crucial digital evidence. When he was produced before the Honorable Court, during the court hearing on Tuesday, the accused the police of assaulting him and alleged that 70,000 in cash was missing from his rented accommodation after the police action. So right now, the accused in this entire matter is not cooperating with the police, and police are trying to find out every minor detail that can help this entire matter to solve. So this is a very important update which has come into light.
All right. Thank you very much, Paras, for the moment, for joining us with your inputs on this story. With this, it's a wrap. Thank you very much for staying with us here on Afternoon Dispatch. Heading into a short break. More updates on the other side.